Welcome, folks. We've got another update for you. Today is 1/21, January 21, and we first started this on January 14th. Today's the 7th day. I'm finally changing out jars here. I normally change out jars every 24 hours or so when I'm feeding my starter regularly, because I feed it every 12 hours. But this project was, how long does it take for a sourdough starter that's been in the fridge for almost 3 months? Can we revive it? And if so, how long does that take? So I would say yesterday is the first day that I really saw this starter shot up past the doubling. My normal starter being fed 50 grams of water, 50 grams of starter, and 50 grams of new flour will triple in size. So we've got 2 hash marks. 1, 2 would be doubling, 1, 2, and that's triple. So that's what I'm looking for in growth of my starter that's been in the fridge. Now, day 6, I finally saw it broke that double, almost triple mark. So now I'm clocking to see, I just fed it. It's 2:17 this afternoon. And I'm expecting, let's say 6 hours from now, it'll be 8:20 roughly. So I'm going to see what it looks like at on the 6th hour. Now, if it's closer to the double to almost triple, I know I can use this starter successfully like I normally use my starter and expect the same results. If it doesn't, and maybe it's a little sluggish due to the fact that maybe my temp inside the house is at 71 and the water temp was also 71, so that might prolong, maybe instead of hour 6, maybe looking at hour 7 or 8, then we'll account for that as well. However, because I'm running the same starter right next to it, fed at the same time as this one was, I'll have a real comparison in real time to factor those variables for me. So I'll know, okay, well, in hour 6, this is only doubled as well. So we'll have that beautiful benchmark to go off of. Now, a note, this has been the first day that I've actually used a new container. I normally, again, I said I change them out every 24 hours because the residue that sticks to the walls of your starter container will eventually over ripen, meaning it'll start to generate more and more of that acidic acid, and therefore will smell way more vinegary because of that acid, and ripe, as some people call it, like a ripe cheese, stinky cheese per se. That's what my 11-year-old used to call it when he was about 5, stinky cheese daddy. So if you allow that starter to develop that overripe area over and over, and I just keep reusing this over and over and over again, it'll eventually start to promote those off flavors or very acidic flavors. Now, if you're going for that, awesome, keep it up, go for it. If you're looking, like myself, to showcase the flavor of the grains that I'm using, because I'm investing in really quality grains from different sources, right? That's a Sonora wheat that I'm working with a farmer right now to grow here locally in San Diego. So if you're looking to showcase the flavor, you don't want to overwhelm the palate of your customer who's enjoying the bread. So that's why I tend to feed my starter very regularly so as to not develop overpowering sour flavors. So that's the reason why I finally changed out this jar, because on day 6, yesterday, it finally started to create that fermentation aroma that I normally notice in my ripe starter or my very active starter that I use. Now, up until then, this didn't have any sort of acidic vinegar aroma that you typically find in a starter when it's been 24 hours since its last feeding. And so that was a great sign. That means that on day 7, I finally have really good fermentation, which we were really on point with my estimate on. It takes 7 to 10 days for a starter to really gain its strength to provide that momentum you need to leaven lots of dough. So keep an eye on your starter. It's the real keystone and telltale of how your dough is going to react, because if your starter is sluggish and growing poorly, then you can't expect the opposite to happen and the dough all of a sudden become fantastic and phenomenal for you. All right. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching. I will have another update this afternoon, or rather this evening, to show where it's at on that hour 6 and maybe hour 8, depending on where we're at. And as always, thanks for watching and happy baking, everyone. Goodbye.